Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, so I've been trying to change it up, and that's why it took me a minute. When you go live on Instagram, you gotta do like a key, a StreamYard key, and then go live, and then go live on Instagram. So that's what kind of took me so long. So yeah, I'm getting it together, just trying to make sure I'm expanding to the different platforms. But yeah, Miss Mia will be joining us here in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and get this mug cracking, and I'm happy to see the 17 people that have joined so far. I appreciate y'all. I'm running a little late, but normally I ain't that late. But yeah, so yeah, let's get it popping.
Determination to change the nation, I'm manifesting the truth. Back in the booth to give you the messages that's been channeling right through me. No, I'm not Jesus, although my spirit is great. I'm eating my food without a plate, escaping this place through my meditations. New life begun when I reloaded the gun and realized where I was from was not too far from the sun. Like somewhere close by the moon. Now I'm connected like Zoom. On walks of life that ever lived, call me like out of the blue. So I just pass it to you, right through your speakers with clues. And if you choose to free your mind, then you will have all the tools. But I can't make you take it and shake it and mentally break yourself out. Cause freeing your mind without a doubt is something you have to try out. But once you see the light, your might, and all the power you've had, then you have reached the fifth dimension and you can brighten your path. But others who choose to follow the red pills, it's harder to swallow. Or you can wallow in your sorrows, feeling all empty and hollow. The only way you'll see the truth is if it's starting with you. So please stop lying to yourself, start being truthful to you. The only way you'll see the truth is if it's starting with you. So please stop lying to yourself, start being truthful to you, to you.
Hey, so I'm back, man. Both of those tracks was produced by my son. So shout out to Mr. Marquez Wells. What's up, Instagram? I see y'all on here. My cousin, okay. Autumn, Annie, I see y'all. Miss Raina, what's up? Yeah, Star. She said they will no longer get my business. She already ready to get it popping. Yeah, yeah. Um, hey Tony, what's going on, Mario, brother Paul? Yeah, so what we are on here discussing, and this is not just about them disrespecting a 70-year-old black woman. This is really just about us and the way we divide up our money when we spending our money. I know people might think I'm crazy, but I'm always talking about us being more, you know, supportive of black businesses and our own businesses. These people don't respect us, so we shouldn't even be shopping there. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but I, I personally I feel like we are at war all the time, and when you at war, you don't spend your money with people that you're warring with. They have shown us time and time again that they don't respect us, and we know this already, so it shouldn't even be a surprise that this has happened again. And like Mario said right here, why is it always our women these fools go after? You know, and they do. They always go after the women. And I'm glad that the sister put it even up on Facebook where I was able to see it, but it was brought to my attention by my brother Kasim. You know, he sent it to me last night, and I'm thinking, hold on a minute, I know this girl. What the heck? So my first concern was about her mother. Why is her mother being talked to like that? She is a 70-year-old lady. We shouldn't be having that. So I do have Kasim and Mia on the background. We about to bring them on. So that way she can tell you her story in her words on how it happened. And brother Kasim is going to be joining us as well because actually she's a parent of one of the children that he has on his football team. So and yeah, like Star said and Tall Twin, they shouldn't be getting our business no more, right? Not at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her on, and I'm gonna bring on brother Kasim. So first, let me get her on stage. There she go. Hey
Hi,
now. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today. And
Absolutely.
like I said, I appreciate you sharing that to the rest of Omaha because what we've discovered before is when one person have an incident, then other people finally start talking about it, and now you see that there's been other incidents before you, and other people who have dealt with them. Let me bring on brother Kasim. There you go. What's going on,
What's
bro?
hap- What's
Hey,
happening? What's happening?
hey,
Yes,
hey.
Hey.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her a chance to go over the school story in detail, like from ordering the food and how it happened, and then we'll come back in. Okay,
Okay.
floor is yours, sister.
Okay. So we were actually going on a grocery store run because I was cooking dinner, and my mom's like, "I'm hungry. I think I need a snack." And I'm like, "Okay, mom, I'll take you." She said, "I think I want some Chinese food." So I took her to China Palace because that's the only other place that I, been accustomed to going to since there's no King Fongs anymore. So we pull up. She had ordered, came back out. We sat and waited. And then we go to leave, and like when she started to eat, I'm like, why your food looks so hard? Like it was so hard. The crab goose was like dry. It was so hard. It was like hurting her mouth to eat. So I got as far as 70 seconds to get gas, and she called him. She was like, my food is like is really hard, and then she was missing stuff that she paid for that wasn't in her bag. So the lady was like, oh, I'm sorry, you can come back and we'll make you a fresh order or whatever. So she said okay. She was kind of upset because she spent like $20. So we went back, and I'm sitting in the car, I'm on the phone, and I'm just waiting for her to come outside. So she was like, she came outside the first time, and she was like, this man is in here being disrespectful because the lady agreed to give her money back or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she came out, she grabbed her wallet to get the receipt, and she goes back in. So it had to be like no more than 30 seconds. And I start hearing like this loud man's voice screaming from outside. I'm outside in my car, and my mom's inside the building. So I'm like, what is going on? I looked up, and my mom is in the corner before you come out that second door to come outside. She's still inside. They got her in the corner, and it's a man and a lady, and they're screaming at her, like calling like F you, and all this other crazy stuff. Like they want to jump on her. So I jumped out my car, and I grabbed my mom, and I'm like, what is going on? Why are you attacking my mom? So he was like, F you, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. I said, I didn't ask you to be afraid. I'm trying to figure out why you're trying to attack my mom. So he was like, you can get the F out of here, nigger. And I said, what? And he just kept saying it over and over and over. So I trying to get my mom out the store because like it was crazy. And then the lady was going crazy trying to hold him back and then jumping at me and calling me the N-word some more. And I'm like getting my mom out, and she tried to run, like they tried to run up on me when I was walking out the door with my back turned. And I turned around. I said, don't you ever run up on me from behind. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Because if you don't want this to be a violent situation, don't run up on me. You already tested it when you cornered my mother, who was a patron. For you to corner my mom was crazy. And then she was like, look at you, nigger. Look at you, nigger. And I'm like, okay, you can call me nigger from over there. You just stay over there with the disrespect. And she just kept on calling me a nigger, trying to slam the door on me. And I walked out the door like, mom, get in the car. Because I don't know where that came from for you to get that mad over the order that was wrong, and to try to corner my mother. Because what if I wasn't there to protect my mom?
Right.
What would have happened if I wasn't there to protect my mom? Anybody's
And
going to
why?
get out
What
to
was the
protect
point
their
of
mother.
screaming? fuck you and nigger and all that to her. What the
I
hell?
had no idea why she was getting upset, but like I said, my mom is in her 70s. So it's like, what where did that come from to say fuck you nigger to my mother?
Wow.
To my mother? And then y'all try, like, my mom was like, he jumped around the corner, around the counter, because you know they have that long bar where you usually pay. And my mom was like, he jumped over the counter. And the lady came from around and they have her in the corner. Like, what would,
Mm-mm-mm.
and my mom is like 5'2". This man was like 6'2",
Wow.
cowering over my mother. The lady was small, but it's two of y'all and one of her until I got in the building, and that's not going to work out for me. I don't tolerate that, especially when it
Mm-mm.
comes to my mom.
Yeah, I bet.
And that's
And
not
this
the
is
first time that I had like a weird experience with him. Like a couple years ago, we had like a roach in our egg roll. And I called them and I'm like, inside the egg roll, like in the cabbage of the egg roll. He's like, you can bring it back. You can bring it back. I'm going to bring it back. That's fine. So when I got up there, he wanted to argue about that. But he gave me my money, but it was nothing to argue about. The roach was in my food. There was nothing they can argue about. So I don't know if it was a older lady. They see an older lady. She's small. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know, but it was being called a nigger and fuck you was crazy. I don't know where that came from.
yeah, and then
And they
if you
can't
wouldn't
get
have
it.
been there, what would they have done to your mom or
Ex
what?
How they
Yeah,
had my mom in that corner, there's no telling what would have happened. Cause she was like in the corner, like, up against the wall, not out the door. She was against that half wall, that partition, and that door. She was just in the corner. And that instantly just made me just want to go into attack mode because I had to protect my mom.
ooh, yeah,
She wasn't
yeah.
in a safe spot.
And how is she feeling today after being cornered like that?
She's upset. Like, she's more like, I won't never go there again. My mom's like very resilient, but you can tell like she just don't she just she was kind of shaky. I think she was more trying to calm me down because she know I was extremely angry. I was extremely angry. I couldn't even go to the store. It took me like an hour. I was like, Mom, we got to ride around for a minute because I can't right now. Like, I'm not going to be in the best headspace to have to be anybody's customer right now.
Right.
You
Yeah, and
know?
people is on the comments. They first of all, she's saying thank you to me for exposing it, and I appreciate you for even bringing it up because it's messed up. They disrespected that lady. She said she's sorry your mom had to go through that. And like Sunchild said, when they getting money like that, they do, they do from us. They think it's sweet, and all they care about. They wild, and we got to boycott it. This sound like demonic behavior.
I
Mario said he
agree.
was able to get a little information on his contact, but they have a standard health code rating, so they barely passed, and the Yelp reviews are low. So I did leave a Yelp review. Somebody on Instagram said the health department should have been called immediately. Miss Photogenic. Um, Jay said they
Definitely.
expect us to go get they expect us to get so respond irrationally in the way they act. They cowards act towards us that we come completely out of our skin so they can call the police and then they blame us. This is a typical move. So
Right.
they lead to light them up on Yelp. Yep.
That's
Um,
why I couldn't respond the way I wanted to just because that's what they want from me.
yeah.
That's what they want from me. They wanted me to put my hands on somebody. They wanted me to do that. But I wasn't going to allow them to take my freedom from me. Like, I'll let you disrespect me to a certain point. So let me remove me and my mother from this situation, because it was too much. It was I
Yeah.
would never go there again, ever.
Skilo, who's the owner of Best Burger, says sorry y'all had to go through that. So that's a black business we could be supporting. Star says she put on Google a review about what they did. So did I. So I
Yeah.
put on there that we don't want them around no more. And like Leger said, they expect us to respond irrationally as their at their behavior, so they can call the police and deflect the attention away from them. And yeah, said we can still call the health department. They saw the elder black woman and thought they could get away with assaulting her verbally and probably were going to get physical. Thank God her daughter was there to protect her. So yeah, um,
Definitely.
yeah. And on Instagram they saying it's insane. Butter kisses my cousin Sierra. She said it's a bullshit for real. Sorry you had to go through that. Glad you were there. They're completely out of pocket. We got to shut them down immediately. So yeah, Miss Weston, she said, why do we keep going back? The Roach situation should have had been enough for me to never return, which I know they
Mm-hmm.
had that happen a few years ago too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you had the right to defend yourself. You should have lit them up. Real talk, shut them down. So Brother Kasim was a part of that shutdown with Leavenworth Cafe, you know. And a lot of the times we are reactionary to things, but when we in war, like the way we are in war now with black people, we have to definitely start being more stingy with our dollars. We
Mm-hmm.
have to make sure that we are you know, mindful of where we spend our money, because these people have shown us time and time again they don't respect us, from the hair stores to the nail salons to
Mm-hmm.
these food places. And so yeah, Brother Kasim, what you got to say about this?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I love Mia and her mother and her son with all my heart. They're some of mine. And I've had Mia's son in my programs since how old was he? Mia, about 3 or 4?
3.
About 3. And he's what, 12
Mm-hmm.
now? How old is Messiah?
He's
About
12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
I know her mother. The story is credible. And so that's one thing, is that this is a little close to home. So that's one part, right? And then the other part is, we in a situation, whereas we're continuing down the course or down the path of being reactionary, and instead of proactive. We're just eliminating spending money with these people, these foreigners. You can't go and set up a black business in the Asian community. You
Mm-hmm.
No,
cannot go and set up you cannot go and set up and have a successful business in the Mexican community.
Mm-hmm.
no,
Okay. You cannot go and set up and have a successful business in the white community.
no. Remember
Okay.
that happened in
Uh,
East Omaha? They bombed that mug.
right. Okay. So what we have to do, one thing the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, he said, pay attention to the enemy in all his ways. Okay. I'm one of the few besides yourself who, I'm a big fan of separation. I think that is secure. I think that is going to require a lot of discipline and a lot of effort. But first and foremost, self-love. We have to love ourselves enough and learn to love ourselves enough to stop down the continuous path of feeding these people and them coming out in the end on top. If you don't know, then you don't know. You see what I'm saying? Then once you know, then it's our responsibility. It's unfortunate that they had to encounter this. I know her mother. Her mother is a very beautiful woman. Um, kindest heart, kindest hearted woman you'll ever meet. You know, you look at her, she doesn't pose a threat, no nothing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, it's one of them things that we got your back, and shit. When it's time to move, it's time to move. That's what I'm here for.
Absolutely. And so, and that's the plan. And you know, there's so many things going on in our community, and we have to tackle each one of them. And for you and your mom to have to go through this, it's terrible. And like they saying in the comments, if you wasn't there, no telling what they would have done.
Mm-hmm.
And Twin says she's a huge fan of separation, decolonize, and she challenging everybody to go forward to only eat at black-owned businesses and establishments. And even on Instagram, LaShawn said we need to boycott places like this. We give too much of our money away. And she
Mm-hmm.
telling people to keep preaching, keep talking about what you talk about, because it's true. Isha said we're going to start seeing a lot more of this racism really ramp up since the election. Sorry this happened to you and your mom. They and Sunchild said I'm on it. And Miss Weston said you hit the button, you hit it on the nose. Kasim, stop buying at these places. The only thing they will make that will make them change is hit them in their pocket, and then they'll start treating you with respect. Because what we know already is the black dollar is what make the foundation of the United States go around, not just North Omaha or
Mm-hmm.
Omaha. Our spending is what make the world go around. And so we have to be stingy with the way we spend our money.
Mm-hmm.
And so this situation right here, we're gonna handle that. Yeah, we're gonna handle that. We're gonna have to show up and put them on notice. And like some of the people in the thing is saying, they go through their reviews and put a whole bunch of Yelp reviews on there. But we have to show up in person for this one.
Yeah, because what they did was personal. Because if my mom wasn't as strong as the woman she is, like Kwasim know my mom. My mom is strong, but she is not any type of threat. She doesn't even look like she's a threat. She's so sweet. She's nice. She does anything for everybody at any time. Like she don't even have to know you. But she think you just look like you need something, she's gonna give the shirt off her back, and she's nice. So for you to be so disrespectful to a lady who paid you money and you messed up on something to totally disregard her and do her that way is crazy to me. And me being the person I am, coming from a strong black woman and a strong black man, because my dad is just as strong. I don't tolerate little to nothing. Do I tolerate
Right,
little to nothing? So once I feel disrespected, I go into this mode of a monster, and I don't like that mode of me. Like I don't like that. So I like to try to keep things as subtle as I can. But this
mhm,
situation was crazy to me, and me having to feel like I gotta protect my mother. I'm gonna do that every time, and
right,
I'm lucky, and they're lucky that I'm not the Mia that I was before I had my kids.
right. You know what? I love what this person on YouTube said. Third eye shouldn't even want they respect at this point because it won't be authentic.
Oh
I don't
no,
give a fuck about these people respecting me at this point because their
I don't
respect
care.
means
I could care
nothing to
less.
me.
I could care
But
less.
when we show up, that's how you get your respect when we show
Hmm.
up. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm here for. We
Yep.
down with the talk at the end of the day, and so I am a what do you call it? Solution based. We
Yes.
have created what's called the Black Business Directory on the Black Agenda Alliance website. It is being updated, but it is sitting there, and that is a strategy to begin to centralize the dollar amongst one another. So certain steps got to be, have to be taken, and
Hmm.
that was one of the main ones. We got a lot of receptiveness from that, but I agree with whoever said that on YouTube.
Yeah.
For me, we ought to be fools to look for respect from the enemy.
Right.
Absolutely.
We have to be fools.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Peyton said, other cultures sell our food. Why not make our own version of theirs? I know we'd
Yeah,
have some bomb Chinese
yeah,
food ourselves. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
the crazy part. It's like when you trying to be on the go and run and do your normal stuff that you do as a person. You try to grab something quick, and that was just kind of what we was doing. And y'all, they made it an issue for me to do that. And that's just kind of messed up. But at the same time, like I'm a cook, like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah,
I,
and LaShawn, who's on Instagram, she said let her know when and where, and she gonna be there. So Kasim, once you put it together, put out the call, and we're gonna get it set up, and we'll all be there because this is something that has to be addressed. And they think they shit is sweet. My cousin Michelle Lay went on their page, and I'm looking at some of the comments they're replying. Now, if you look. Everybody that complained on there that's black, they said something smart to.
I'm
Now, the
sure.
people that complained that was white on their page, they put their phone number and said they love to talk to them and get some resolve for their issue. But for black people, look at that post that I shared of yours. She put some of their comments on there, and on there they talk about you drama queen, all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. And Mario said he'd been in the food service for 25 years and fired people for disrespect for the customers. Customers pay our salary. They deserve respect. This right here, yeah, you got to go. I love everything you stand for. What you did at the gas station was amazing. Thank you, sister. Our culture is the most beautiful, feared skin color. We have the power to stop spending money with these foreigners and support our own. Yes, ma'am. Miss Williams says she'll definitely be there. Put the link on your page. Yep. So yeah, we all got your back, Sister Mia. And uh, I just hate the fact that your mom had to experience that in her 70s. There's no way they should have been disrespecting her like that. And I
No,
know you
yeah.
said you a strong woman, but I'm tired of our women having to be strong. I want y'all to be the nurturers y'all born to be. Let us be strong for you.
Right.
I'm tired of it because there's nothing wrong with a strong women. So don't get mad at me. I'm just saying I love it when y'all can be y'all natural selves, which is the nurturers that help nurture the young babies because they need the nurturing right now. And let the men be strong for y'all. And if there's no men around you to be strong, of course you're gonna do what you got to do. But we want to be there for y'all. We want to be there and be strong for y'all.
Yeah,
Um,
I appreciate it because I keep strong men around me. Like Quasine been around me since my son was little. My daughter was like 8, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep certain people around me for a reason. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I keep certain people around me for a reason. So whenever
yeah,
Quasine need me, I come and heaven episode you see right now. Yeah, he's here. You know what I'm saying?
of
And
course.
when you hit me up, I'm like, dang, I didn't think it was gonna go that far, you know?
Oh
It
yeah,
was
because you
kind
know
of
I'm gonna take it far.
right. That I know. That I know. So when I got hit up, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. When my brother
So
sent it to
so
me, and then I'm like, yeah, we
hey,
got
soon
somebody.
as I seen it, Mia, I didn't tap in. I sent it straight to Sherman. That's how we communicate. No,
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
us in around working. Hold on,
yeah. We definitely,
working the whole time.
far. Yeah,
Yeah, because it can't. I didn't know it was gonna go that far. I was getting all these shares and requests and stuff. I was like, "What is going on?" Like, and then all of a sudden they removed it.
yep. Once I shared it, I
So
seen that. Then they
However,
removed. Yeah,
however, as a culture, pay attention to that, and
yep.
that's something that we have to stop doing as Black people. Okay, we have to stop waiting for these emotional feelings. Okay,
hmm
and we have to be willing to do the work and put the proper work in so that these things don't continue to happen at the rate that they do. Okay, the Mexicans don't have problems in South Omaha with these sorts of things because they don't spend money with nobody but
but themselves.
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 But
Yeah,
that's what happens. That's what happens when you haven't had your culture taken from you, your
yeah,
flag taken from you, who you are taken. We had all that taken from us. So we
Hmm
take anything, we let them give us anything, and if they put a smile on their face, they all right. That
yeah.
shit don't work with me.
No,
You see
not
what I'm
at
saying?
all. And even
So it's
pay.
a,
Yeah, go ahead.
so it's they share and like and love all of the positivity that's being spewed out into the city on a regular basis.
Right.
Not just the negativity. And I'm just speaking to the people on that. Not side from the situation, but again, we address it and we address it the way that we're going to address it. Don't go back to sleep. Let's keep
No.
working.
Yeah, like Miss Weston said, there should be somebody monitoring to and post pictures of any black people that go back into that establishment. I agree because we got to stop that. When one person get disrespected in our community, then everybody need to leave it alone. But see, they think that we not gonna stick together, but it's a new time. I mean, it's been a new time, and we got to stay focused.
The thing that's
And
crazy when we walked out,
yeah,
these people were walking in, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No." He can hear him screaming "nigger," and he was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, kind of venting a little bit, but I was mad. I wasn't really talking to him. I was talking to my mom, and he was like, "Oh yeah, nope," and he pulled off.
yeah. And then Peyton said when white folks have a negative experience at a business, they all get together and there's real backlash. When we have a negative experience, we get told to shut up and stop being dramatic, especially if it's a black woman having that experience. Boy, 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 boy. It's so crazy you say that because on their page, that's what they saying. They calling the black women drama queens just for complaining about their service. These businesses that disrespect the black community, they expect us to act a bunch of fools. Yep. It's true. We got infiltrators in our community. They don't take the fight as seriously. They just around so they don't feel unpopular. Man, stop
Yeah.
spending your dollars there. Spend your dollars with black folks. Problem solved. Start with their media sites, report them, get them shut down, give them reviews on Yelp and Google. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have to
you
be
kill them on
rightfully
if you kill them
selfish.
on Google. If you kill them
Yeah,
on Google, if you can get their ratings down to 1 star, 0 stars, that's the goal. Like that's where they get hit the most because that's where they get their traffic from.
right. Yep. And he said, I don't believe we need to identify with black owner. Let them find out themselves about the ownership. I noticed that the gas station put up a sign that said something about chicken. Yeah. And right now we're going into a new year. And this new year, 2025, the real has arrived. We're not playing no more. The real is here. We gotta stand up, take our place in history, and knock down everything that we can. So not gonna hold y'all. And we've been on here for about 36 minutes. And the point is, this sister had a bad experience. That means everybody should stop shopping there. And when Kasim put the call out, once it's time, we need to get up and get in their ass. Because I'm not playing no games. I've never eaten there before, but just the fact that this happened to you and your mama, I will never eat there. And if I gotta put a post on there every day on their Yelp page, I will, because we're not playing no games.
I appreciate it.
And then like Twin said, she ain't worried about it. They you know, the ones acting the fool. They're the ones acting the fool. That's right. And they do know a black woman to go off on their ass. That's why when you turned around and told her don't walk up behind you, she stepped back because she
Oh yeah,
knew.
she stepped back. She instantly got scared because she seen the look in my eyes. Because I was seeing black for a minute. She was like, she jumped. Yeah, that's your best bet. Back up, because this is not what
Ooh,
you want. You better bring
right.
Jet Li, Jackie Chan, somebody. You gonna need everybody in that kitchen to get me up off your ass in about 5 seconds. That's where I was at.
You need Jet Li and Jackie Chan, huh?
For
Channeling the
real.
spirit of Nat Turner. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Just stay tuned for the update. I appreciate everybody that's on man, that's the most I've ever had on Instagram. So I appreciate y'all. YouTube. The person on YouTube said when it's not a corporate entity, it's tough to destroy them social media wise. We just have to pay people to stop to shop elsewhere. So we just gonna stop shopping there and take that business down. And once we show up the way we show up, we not playing no games. Mario, give me the plans, and you know I already know. Skilo, appreciate you. Yeah, man, appreciate you. Peace, peace, peace. We love you, brother. And let us know when that best burger back up and popping so we can jump back in that thing. You know. But Mia, you tell your mama and make sure you save my number. If something like that happen again, I don't care where I'm at. I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll. I'll be there in a second. Okay.
I bet. I believe you. I
Yeah, and
believe
we
you.
do take stuff too far. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Anjali, the lady who exposed that shit, stuff at the gas station, she said action. That's what I'm talking about. She already hit me up right after she seen the post, like, "What we doing about that Chinese place?"
Yeah, because everybody go there. So, but
Yeah,
it gotta come to a head because this not gonna work out. Because
yeah,
if it happened to my mother, it can
yeah.
happen to anybody's
In her
mother.
70s. Come on, man.
Hmm.
And Trisha said hugs to your mother. So yeah, you got a lot of support, and I appreciate y'all uplifting the sister and her mama during such a traumatic time. And like we all said, if you would have been there to protect your mom, no telling what they would have did. So stay
Exactly.
focused, stay visual, and we're gonna definitely have your back. And then, like Kasim said, pay attention. When the moment you shared that yesterday, it was all gravy until I shared it. Then when I shared it, then they deleted it. So I just
Hmm.
had he sent me a screenshot of it. So that's what I used to repost. So yeah, we watching. It was okay until it started gaining some traction, and then they Facebook talking about you violated community standards. That's
Right.
bullshit. So yeah, we're gonna move forward on this thing, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. That's why I don't call it Sunday sermons with Sherman, because we'll pop in on any day. This is a Tuesday, and we still swing. So yeah, I love y'all, man, and peace and hair grease. Kasim, keep me posted on what you want to do. And Mia, make sure you save my number because yeah, if anything pop off like that again, you call me. Okay?
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so
Right.
much, y'all.
All right,
All
peace.
right.
Love you.
Love.
Uh,
Yeah, and see when they deleted her post, that's why I asked her if she wanted to come on the show, because you think deleting her post is gonna silence her, but that's not. We got our own way of communicating, and we're not gonna play no games with these people. So that's why it's important. You know, most of the times I get on here and I don't even want to talk because sometimes I feel like people just ain't listening. But then there's stuff like that that happened that let me know that we got to keep our own type of media going on where we can put out the stories that's important to us. So that's what Untamed Minds is, and that's what Sermons with Sherman is. It's not just about me. This is about y'all, the people, the community, having somewhere that you can voice your opinions, get the love, tell your stories, and get the love from the people and the audience and the people that we have built up on this channel. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. I love y'all. Much love to everybody. And he said, yeah, goodbye, China Palace. So with that, I'm signing off. I love y'all, man. Peace.